Fanatics, Harstem. We're about to head into game number 2, or sorry, semifinal number 2 that is. And that is going to start with over here at the 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, sorry. Look, you want to say like bottom of this side, but it's almost natural reaction. At the 6 o'clock, representing mYi. mYiSacsri, that is, it is Stardust. And on the other side of the map, towards the top left, a rematch from DreamHack Valencia. Team kill action happening right now. mYiSanity on mYiSanity Crime. We have Sacsri. Here we freaking go. ZVP, teammates, rematch, qualification spot at stake, bragging rights. Imagine this, being teammates right now. This is quite a bit. You know how each other plays now. Check this out. Stardust sending double probes. I think he's looking to cannon his opponent, and I think he knows exactly why he wants to cannon him. He's used to tendency and playstyle. Sacsri going to be going for the hatch first. Ooh, Stardust, you so knowledgeable. Sacsri, you're going to be on top of your game, but he does have an Overlord floating out, so he's going to spot that first probe. We should see that second probe starting to retract and head on over to the left side. Now, this doesn't exactly mean 100% it's going to be a cannon rush, but that was a little bit of an earlier forge. So here we go. First pylon getting placed down. I think Stardust is just going to base this off of the read of Sacsri. Depending on how many drones he takes to try to defend against this, will be what he works with. So second probe coming on in here. This is the time and moment we'll see. Does he commit to this cannon rush right now, or does he? And it looks like, yeah, no! Denied! SWAT team in the house, man. More drones coming down to the lower ground hatch. Now, pylon, of course, will be killed off at this point. No opportunity for a cannon rush placement. Second probe as well won't have an opportunity either. You can see already back at home, Stardust preparing to take the Nexus as well himself. So, whoa, wait a second. Hold on a second. Can we rotate over to the other side? There we go. I can't. Oh my god, you can't. Kidding me? There we go. It's actually better to zoom out to check that out. So Stardust actually going mass wall off here. And decides to cancel out majority of the bottom side over here of pylons and cannons that he wanted to build. But he does force a cancel on the hatchery, forces Sacsri to take, of course, his hatchery over at the natural, I guess, third location. Pool done. 6 lings on a white queen. Meanwhile, back at home, Stardust is already grabbing his expansion as well. He does need to put up a cannon because 6 lings can leak through here if he's not too careful. But in terms of worker count, Stardust already has the slight advantage. Sacsri, of course, has to think about, does he want to try to break out and kill this cannon off? He's got 4 more lings in production, so enough, I want to say, surface area, as long as he spreads out and comes at the cannon very evenly. Or he allows at least the queen to come down and be the first unit that starts soaking up damage. So it looks like he wants to break out of this cannon. Now, during this time, he will lose some units, but he will be able to get a little bit of a safer third hatch. Oh, look at him. He's so worried. He doesn't want to walk up to the cannon with the drone. I'll be very worried as well. Now, he sends the lings over to deal with this actual second cannon rush that's about to happen. Cannon just about to finish up, trying to build a little bit of a wall off. One cannon will finish barely. He cancels the second one, and we'll have to cancel the third one as well. Good sneaky attempt right there. Good sneaky attempt. All this does, once again, is delay this natural for the time being. He's going to try to come up here. The mind games and the gamesmanship right now between these two teammates is actually really incredible. Here comes the queen, here comes the lynx trying to surround this cannon, a continual wall on the other side, so nothing can really get a full surround of. So worst comes worst, even if Sacsri manages to break out, he will lose all of these lings. Oh no, never mind, not all. Wow, manages to still save with 2. So finally, Sacsri gets his natural up and going. Drone's transferring over to third base. Queen's there in position to knock out that pylon as well. Stardust, though, now can transition. He's up to 32 workers. He's got a Stargate getting produced. Very, very crazy start to this game, by the way. Very crazy start to this game. Now, somebody asked in chat right now, mRSRS, are all of these qualifiers going to get streamed today? No, they are not. I apologize that they're not, but they are not. We have already, of course, the Korean qualifier finished up. We have the Southeast Asia qualifier, which Blisk, Patreus, Ragnarok, and Symbol have come out of as the 4 players from those 2 regions. Today we have Europe, which has Harstam, and then, of course, we're finding out who's going to be the last qualifier of the European tournament today between these 2 players. Now, tomorrow is going to be Taiwan. Friday is going to be North America, and then, of course, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have Hong Kong and China qualifiers. And then group stage is August 5th through 10th. Stardust already going to be grabbing at third base, though Lings are heading over there to check out what's going on. Did Oracle get any damage done? No, I didn't think so. With no gases in position, really, there's not much that the Oracle can do. Oracle hoping to fly across the edges and maybe find some drones along the gas line, which it could pick off. And without a map like King Sejong, you really don't have any of those weird out-of-position gases that you could start picking off at the third base. And anytime it gets anywhere near the mineral line, Spore Crawlers will deflect it for the time being. Like, at this point, it will be an investment for the Oracle, for the most part, to be able to pick off some workers. Twilight, you can see just Stardust is all over the place right now. He's got gates, he's got a Twilight, he's got +1 warp gate upgrade research just underway, by the way, which is really funny to see this late. But if he's got a very healthy early third base going, then that's all that's going to matter to him. Oracle still for Stardust, looking to try to find a way inside, pick off some additional workers, manages to get 1. Throws down the Revelation spell and gets on out of there. So wow, successful trip. Now Stardust, meanwhile, has been picking off Overlords anywhere near his area, so this will prevent mYiSacsri from getting very nice map control in terms of air control. So be careful for Warp Prisms. I would be actually very cautious for Warp Prisms if I was mYiSacsri right now. mYiSacsri, though, he is getting very saturated. 66 drones. He's up right now on worker count. He's adding in 18 additional links. +1/+1 underway. He's got the Roach War and a lair upgrade as well. Oracle's still trying to fly around and find a way in. Third base, though, for the most part, is pretty damn safe, so... Gateway research about done, and you can see Stardust actually manually still producing sentries. This is kind of just goofy to watch. Are there any forward pylons? Well, he's able to get 1 forward pylon up. Void Ray is starting to hack away at the 4th hatchery, and man, if he can keep this 3 base to 3 base... Oracle's DPS is also helping out. Oh, and the thing that sucks about this is the hatchery is building, so it's losing a lot of the HP. It doesn't have that opportunity to transfuse. Still firing at it. Kills it off. No cancel from mYiSacsri. Really risked it out. Try to wait it out. Hope that the Queens would be able to deflect the army away, but man, Stardust just living through it. That Oracle really did help out as well, so... 3 base to 3 base once again. 4th hatchery replaced by mYiSacsri. Take a look at his ground army. Majority just lings right now. +2/+2 underway. He's getting roach speed as well as also looks like the good old Carapace. So the Overlords, the Overseers will have a little bit of speed on him. Pneumatized. Pneumaticized. Oh my god, I'm English language. mYiSacsri, pathogen glands. Looks like we'll see some infestors this game. The one thing I was scared of is if we were going to see some Swarm Hosts, man. Swarm Hosts, actually, I will admit, Swarm Hosts have turned some games very interesting. The other day when we were casting Scarlet versus Huck, Scarlet able to outlast... Oh, hold on. We'll talk about that in a sec here. Push coming out from Stardust, though. DT's completely getting denied. All force fields getting used. Mothership Core desperately trying to get over to recall the rest of these units, and is able to escape with the rest of them. Oh man, just the attack completely denied right there for Stardust. All the DTs and a lot of those sentries wiped out of the way. Now, we were talking about Huck Scarlet there for a second. The Storm House actually turned into a very interesting game due to the fact that, if you guys, was it game number 3? It had to be game number 3. It had to be game number 3. Huck went for a cannon rush, and then he continually denied additional hatcheries from getting taken. Scarlet went one base Swarm Host and pushed her way out until she got a very nice macro game going. Actually, it's funny how the game started. It was one base to one base for the longest time ever, and then eventually both players stabilized and went to a deep 20-30 minute game. I think it was 30-minute game or so. At the same time, when you're watching players like Symbol or Symbol Hyun or somebody like Moose Gills or Hendril SQ Storm Host as well, it can be really fun. They're not using it. They're not using it to completely static it up. They're actually trying to be the aggressors in the game. Now, Observer is going to be taken out for Stardust over here, so he's going to lose a little bit of vision and tracking of his opponent. But the longer you expand on this map, the further away you do get from your, I want to say your defenses. I mean, the creep spread is actually magnificent right now for mYiStardust. He spread it really well, so he's got pretty good vision and control of the map. But the problem is, this is what I'm talking about. You do have to flood your units over to the other side of the map to be able to get over to a hatchery like this. And unfortunately, right now for mYiSacsri is this hatchery finished. This would have been a very nice hatchery for him to cancel. He's not going to have enough opportunity or time to save it. It does go down. Harsum will, mYiStardust will probably will be very happy to trade this away. And this is kind of cute. Oh, this is kind of cute because he's clearing the creep out of the way, but he needs to recall right now. Gets on out of there. Yeah, I'm not really sure right now for Stardust what he's thinking about, because he's got Immortals underway. He's got DTs also elsewhere on the map trying to do their due diligence, but he doesn't exactly have a very thick army. He doesn't exactly have Colossus out on the map yet. He's only got a couple of Immortals. He doesn't have Archons. He's just getting the Templars out. He's just getting the Storm, the +3 the range. If mYiSacsri was gonna go to this army right now and just swarms it, I don't know if Stardust could win. Where did this kid come from, man? I still, like, to this day, I'm like, I ask myself, I'm like, where did he come from? Just absolutely out of nowhere. What a magnificent pickup by mYi, man. By picking up Stardust, by picking up mYiSacsri, they have done themselves so much favor. And actually, the interesting part about the Southeast Asian qualifiers, with Blisk making it in, he's another one of those players. He's on mYiSanity as well, so we might have we're actually guaranteed to have 2 mYiSanity players playing in the group stages for the Hong Kong eSports second annual tournament. Roach is heading over here to the 4th base of Stardust. DT there, trying to poke their way out. But now this is interesting. With Ultras out, +3 is about to finish up. +2 shittiest plating does finish up just now. Fungals, though, holding down a lot of these units right now. Can they outlast? Colossus fall. Immortals are getting caught. 2 Immortals are trying to blow their way through these Ultras. They do manage to clear the Roaches. Immortals now, only 2 of them left. Another Fungal does catch. Is he going to back up now? Yes, he's going to back up. mYiSacsri is trying to be as careful as he possibly can, but Force Field's catching up to the Queens. More Links coming over to try to help out right now. Another Fungal will catch them, and he's going to continue just trying to chain and clear out these Zealots. Colossus comes out on the bottom side from the natural. Just carnage, Zerg guts, Protoss parts falling apart all over the place. But during this time as well, mYiSacsri, he's giving time to get his 5th hatch up, rebuilding 10 Immortals right now. Now 10 Immortals. I mean, no, sorry, not 10 Immortals. 10 Ultras. Immortals, Jesus. Without Force Fields, without the support of the Archons, is 1 Colossus and 3 Immortals going to be able to clear them out? He needs a lot more Immortals right now. He's going to try to go the route of 1 Void Ray. Oh man, I am really worried right now, because if mYiSacsri comes through with a flood of units, I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna be able to fight this. I really don't. Maybe if he had 5 Immortals, I would tell mYiSacsri to back up and don't even get anywhere near the army. But with only 3, it does change some things. Fewlings managed to leak through into the natural, not gonna be able to get much damage on. We'll force a storm on the. I wonder what a storm is like to an Ultra. Did you guys ever think about that? Somebody's like, no, of course we didn't think about that. We have better We do better things. We do better things with our thoughts. You know, we think about better things with our time. Must be like walking out. It must be literally just walking out like in the rain, and you're like feeling like drops on you, or it must be like heavy rain or something like that. It's not gonna bring you down, but you know you do feel it. Does anybody actually else here's a day. Oh, he catches the War Prism, clutch. Here's a day 9-esque type of a question. How do Ultralists can do lings? Do they eat? Like, I never asked this to myself actually before. See, this is stupid questions that are coming up in my head in the qualifier, in the qualifying games right now as we're developing. Do the Zerg units, like, what do they eat? I guess, you know, Terran guts, Protoss parts. Like, they can't eat robotics parts. They probably could digest that. I don't know how their digestive tract